Hey everyone, welcome to the very first episode of Trek in Review. Today I'm reviewing an original series novel, The Rings of Time, by Greg Cox. So, the plot for this book is that the Enterprise receives a distress call from this mining colony that's orbiting a Saturn-like planet called Klondike 6. But something weird is happening to this planet. The rings are collapsing, which is threatening the safety of the colony. So the Enterprise has to find out what's happening and to try to fix it, and they don't have a lot of time to do this. So out of nowhere, this probe comes into the system. So obviously the Enterprise beams it aboard to investigate, and when Kirk touches the probe, he suddenly finds himself floating above Saturn in a NASA spacesuit with the Enterprise nowhere in sight. So obviously from the title, The Rings of Time, you can tell that this story involves time travel. And I personally love time travel stories, so when I found out that was going to be part of the plot, I was sold on the book. And basically, each chapter alternates between two different times. You have Kirk's time on the Enterprise and the year 2020, during humanity's first manned mission to Saturn. And I think that it works really well. It keeps the pacing up and keeps you interested about what's going to happen next. Also, you know, Greg Cox is a really good Trek writer. He really knows his Trek. So there are a lot of references to past episodes, which I really liked. Also, he's definitely got the characterizations down for really all the characters. And he even fits this into his own Star Trek continuity with his previous books that focused on Khan. So the problems I have with this book, I did think there were one or two jokes in there that were a bit too self-referencing, that bordered on breaking the fourth wall, which I didn't really like too much. Also, there was one character in the year 2020 that I found really annoying. She did kind of grow on me towards the end there, but those are really just two minor complaints out of this book that I thoroughly enjoyed. You know, there are some Star Trek books that I'll start and then they're a chore to finish. But this one, I started reading and finished it within 4 days. I just couldn't get enough of it. The pacing, I think, is really well done. The characterizations of all the characters are right on par. Also, you know, the story is pretty cool. And what's neat about the story is that there's not really this huge, alien threat or anything like that. They just have to figure out what is going on with this planet and to try to fix it to save this colony. I really enjoyed this book. I would definitely recommend this as a new Star Trek book to read. If you're a fan of the original series, I think you'll really enjoy this. So yeah, I'm going to give this one, Star Trek The Rings of Time, a 4 out of 5. Tune in for my next episode when I will review a Star Trek The Next Generation novel, Q Squared, by Peter David.